So the day has finally come and we are at Raiders Gravel, which is the special event that I am doing with the E-Cross Hill. This is the event that I've been preparing for the whole season. So I've got the bike fit, I've been training really hard. Over the 3 days that are going to follow, I'm going to be riding gravel on this bike and see how well it fares, and also show you how fun it is to do a gravel event on an e-bike and actually not exhaust yourself completely on the courses. So the bike that I am riding, you've seen it before, it is the Lapierre E-Cross Hill. So it's an e-bike, even though it doesn't really look like it, it's a very discreet one. It has a rear hub motor there, and then the battery is here in the down tube and it charges from here as well. The beauty of this bike is obviously it doesn't really look like an e-bike, but it also isn't too heavy. So if it does run out of battery on one of the stages, I can power it up the hills. It's not going to be easy, but I can do it. In terms of the tires, you have seen me fit these in the last episode. These are the Continental Terra Trails. It's a little bit knobblier version of the Terra. Gearing wise, I've got a GRX gravel specific 11-speed group set 2x at the front. It is a very gravel ready bike. In terms of the range, you might be wondering how I know how much battery I've got left. There's a specific app for this bike and it is called My Smart Bike, and from here I can see my bike and it connects through Bluetooth and I can see how much battery I have left and how much range I have left. So currently I don't have too much range, but it is going to be fully charged for the race. Throughout the ride I can always get my phone out and check through the app how much range I have left. After setting up my bike perfectly, I was ready to hit the gravel roads on day one of Raiders Gravel. The bike was also perfect for this route. It just gave me the boost I needed, both physically and mentally. The day literally flew by, and before I even knew it, we had crossed the finish line for the end of a 73.6 kilometer day one. Made it, so we still have, I don't know how well it's going to show it, we still have battery left, 14%, and I was on the turbo mode for the last 20k, so I think I've been on like zone 1 the whole day. Never felt pressure after 70k ride. Bike was great, route was great, it's a great day out. Yeah. Can't wait for tomorrow. We're now going to go hang out. Well, it's quite nice because I'm not absolutely knackered, that I can actually enjoy myself, and I know I can enjoy myself tomorrow as well. I don't need to be exhausting myself, so I can have a drink and just chill in the evening. It's day 2 and this is the Queen stage of the event. So we got 84k to go, which is going to be the true test for the battery. I'm hoping, based on yesterday, that it will last and I'll have a great time on the hills, which there will be plenty of today. So yesterday as well, I could check on the app how much range I have left. At the moment, the app says I've got 112k, which is quite a lot, but I am also not using the turbo mode, so I can check throughout the day how much range I have left, and then I can adjust my assistant based on that. So the app is really handy. So we have hit one of the many hills of today, and there's a perfect opportunity to demonstrate the modes of the bike mode. So there's 3 modes, and the green I think is 60% assistance, but you can tailor that as well to your preferences. And then I have orange, but the best one for something like this is the red one, which is 100%, and it's so easy. Finished day 2, we have just crossed the finish line over there. It went as I kind of expected. We're gonna double check how much battery I have left. I feel I kind of drained it, and that was bound to happen. It still says that I have 11% left, but it is pretty much dead. But we did 83k today, so I think that's what I would expect from the battery, especially with all the climbing that we did. But I'm still pleased. That was a really, really nice day out. and I would be more knackered if I didn't have the assistance. It was brilliant. There were really, really long climbs. And on those long climbs, that's where the assistance is great. Yeah, it was a great day out, and we've got one more day tomorrow, but tomorrow's going to be shorter, so I'm hoping that that will be a lot easier and the battery will actually last for the whole time. No, absolutely no problem. So yeah, one more day to go. I'll see you tomorrow. So it is now day 3 of Raiders Gravel, and I'm pretty much ready to head out to the start line. But before I go, I thought I would give you a little bit more detailed overview of how I check the range and everything I do before a raid. So there's this app called My Smart Bike on my phone where I can see the charge of the bike. So this tells me how much battery I have left and how much range I have left. This bike is now fully charged, so I can see quite a hefty range there, but then that will change because I can use the different modes. So it will kind of react to that, and throughout the ride I'll check back in on my phone how much range I have left, and then I can use the boost a bit more. So yeah, that's me fully charged and ready to go, so we better get to the start line. Is obviously the last day and last date, and after we finish there's going to be podiums, and as much as everyone would like to see me on the podium, I'm unfortunately not going to get a podium, because how Raiders works, and quite a lot of gravel events, is that there's a different category for e-bikes, and you can choose to, well, at Raiders you can choose to race or ride. Raiders, if you ride an e-bike, you're automatically in the ride category. So you'll still get a time, and you'll get the whole race atmosphere and the buzz, and you'll ride the exact same route, but it's just a little bit less stressful. You won't be racing in a bunch and against Olympians or ex-Olympians or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and that means that I'm just not going to get on the podium, but I'll still have a lot of fun. We have just finished. As you can tell, I've got my finisher's medal, which looks like gold, I think, and there are still people finishing over the finish line over there, but my event is done, and it's been a great time here at Raiders Gravel. 3 days of riding and a little bit of racing as well. I've got my total time as well, which was 10 hours 55 minutes, which is about double the time that Alistair Brownlee, the winner of the race category, did, but we weren't in the same category at all, so that's all fine. Bike was absolutely brilliant. It was great to ride an e-bike at an event like this because I didn't have to struggle on the hills, and I had a really, really great time. They are just about to do the podiums for the racers, so I'm going to go and see those, and I'll see you in the last and final episode where me and Liam are going to wrap up the whole series. So until next time.